Good afternoon to everybody at Capital. I enjoyed speaking with you today and want to run down the use of practical law to connect you to primary law resources on Westlaw. Let's get started now. So, from the law school homepage, you'll notice practical law is a link up here across the top. If you've just been using Westlaw for forever, you can also get into practical law using the drop-down wedge along the side and selecting practical law, or this button along the side in orange. Regardless, when you're there, note that it's a browse tool. You've got all these different practice areas that you can click into. If you want a particular type of thing, maybe you're just looking for a standard document, then you use one of those. Or if you're just looking for a jurisdiction, like maybe, oh, I don't know, Ohio down there. We use the state Q&A to get a rundown of a labor and employment issue, specifically work comp in Ohio. And when we did that, you'll notice that these three lines along the side, and once we click on them, actually take you through an analytical framework that's quite important, like even just understanding what the law is in Ohio, what the bureaus and administrative agencies are that administer it, sections of the code, maybe even cases that interpret the code, and other things that might be important. Hey, because these are an excluded coverage group, maybe we need to know who those are. And additionally, clicking onto any of those brings you out in Westlaw. The same functionality that you enjoyed from before, adding notes, showing and hiding them, adding to folders, emailing, downloading, printing, all that is available here along the right-hand side. By way of review, clicking into something on Westlaw, whether that's a case or a statute, statutes have these notes of decisions, the summaries of the cases that are out there. If you see them and you don't like what they look like, sort alphabetical A through Z. You'll also see the history, the graphical statute that shows you the version of the law at a particular date and time, and proposed versions of the law, as well as citing references, the cases, statutes, regs, even administrative decisions and guidance. And this is going to be important here because maybe this section of the code was cited by the Work Comp Commission, the Industrial Commission in Ohio, in their decision. Keep in mind that you can also get to those sources from Westlaw just by typing in the name of the source. So Ohio Work Comp, and you'll notice, oh, there's some administrative decisions over here. And then when you mouse it over, it turns blue, you click on it, you go. Now keep in mind too, this I that gives you the rundown of the coverage. So it looks like the coverage runs for about 2 decades and ends in 2006 because Ohio law prevents public disclosure of certain records. So we can of course run a search in here, but then keep in mind this coverage across the top. Now then, returning back to practical law and that resource that we were on just a moment ago in Workers' Compensation Laws, Ohio. Scrolling to the end of any document on practical law is going to show you how this issue is connected to the whole ball of wax, health and safety, leave laws. Hey, because somebody has been injured and they're off the job, leave laws might be another area to be concerned about in terms of helping your client avoid liability or collect for a wrong done to them. And then again, link out to those, read, learn, be awesome, and that's how you do. Within Westlaw, there's also a way to get into administrative materials from primary law. So of course, Ohio regulations might be something that's important, maybe Ohio Attorney General opinions, again, another popular source of administrative law, but also from primary law itself. If you pull up a case, again, that you might have seen on Westlaw or practical law, keep in mind those citing references. Excuse me, not the citing references, the West headnotes here. OAC, that's the Ohio Administrative Code. That's another source of administrative law. And you can actually go to that portion of the administrative code, duties outside the state, because the fact pattern that we worked on today was about an injury that purportedly was not covered because this person was just kind of traveling through Ohio. Again, same stuff as before, the notes of decision, citing references, table of contents, and the like. Before I wind things up, keep in mind the reference attorney is complimentary 24/7 by phone. You can live chat them during really early, really late business hours. I prefer to email them. Their email address, referenceattorneys@thomsonreuters.com over here. And you can also contact me, connect with your account manager, that link along the side. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk with you all again very soon. Bye.